What's the coldest thing your sibling ever did to you? I came home from school, but my dog was gone, and she wasn't in the backyard or under the porch, and her leash was still hanging on the hook. So I called for her until my voice cracked, but my brother came out of his room like nothing happened, just shrugged and told me maybe she ran off while my parents backed him up, and said the gate was open when they got home, and that maybe she slipped out. But I knew my dog didn't do it because she never even left the porch without me. So we printed flyers and put up posts online and offered rewards. And every day after school, I walked up and down the neighborhood calling her name until my voice gave out, and 3 weeks went by and nothing happened. Then one afternoon at school, a boy in my class said his cousin just got a new dog and described her perfectly, with a white patch on one ear, black tail tip, even the little scar near her nose. And I felt my chest tighten, and I asked where his cousin lived, and he gave me the address, so I rode my bike there so fast I almost crashed twice. The house was on the edge of the neighborhood with a fenced yard, and there she was, my dog, sprinting to the fence the second she saw me, whining and wagging her tail because she knew me. The guy who answered the door told me he bought her for $200 from some guy helping his little brother sell her, and right then, I knew. So I didn't even go home. I went straight to the bank, pulled every dollar I'd saved from birthdays and mowing lawns, and bought her back on the spot. I didn't even ask my parents. I just walked her home. When my brother saw her, his face turned pale for 1 second, and then he smiled like he didn't care, and told me she must have found her way back, and I said nothing, and he never admitted it. But I knew because the chair in his room was new, and the custom keyboard and the PC with the glowing fans, and all of it showed up right after she disappeared. That night, I sat on the floor next to my dog while she fell asleep in my lap, and made a decision. I wasn't going to yell or tell our parents because I was going to take revenge. 3 months passed, and I acted like nothing happened, and walked my dog every afternoon and kept my mouth shut and didn't bring it up once. Then one day, my brother said he was sneaking out to this big house party across town, and it was invite only, and everyone was going to be there, and even bragged about bringing something stronger than soda. So I smiled and asked if he wanted help sneaking out, and told him I'd cover for him if our parents asked. He looked surprised, then smug, and said thanks and told me I wasn't so bad after all. 20 minutes after he left, I picked up the house phone, called 911, and told them there was a party happening at this address, and my brother was there. He was underage and might have something illegal with him, and I thought someone should know. Then I hung up and turned off the lights. An hour later, the police called my parents and told them my brother was arrested because they found 2 unprescribed pills, and they could come down to bail him for $1,750. But my parents didn't have that amount, so they called me next. While I was sitting in the kitchen with my dog asleep at my feet, Dad told me they didn't know what to do, and I told them they could sell his gaming PC and the chair. The GPU's worth $700 alone. They hesitated and said it didn't feel right because it was his stuff, but I just shrugged and told them it was the only way out, or he would rot in jail, and I even offered to help them sell it, and they gave me permission to do it. So that night I helped them clean it, take photos, and list every piece on the Facebook marketplace, and it all sold by the next morning. They picked him up before noon, and he walked in sweaty and quiet, looking like a ghost. Then he sat at the kitchen table, looked around confused, and asked how we even got the money, and I took a sip of water and looked him dead in the eyes and said, "We sold your gaming set." He thought I was kidding and told me no way I sold the PC, but I told him the chair too. He started panicking and raging, but I didn't flinch and told him that's what he gets for selling my dog, and I walked out of the room.